Lexi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
Good. I got some crazy dogs down here. You can't see what's going on, but they're insane. So we're knocking things around.
I got two
Um,
of my own. I get it. I get it.
so you're going to be joining me on Friday down at Old North Bar. Thanks for hanging out and playing some tunes with me. That's going to be cool.
Yeah,
Tell me a little bit about you and about how you got into this, and give me some of your history as I try to fight dogs away.
that's all right. Like I said, I got two, and they're crazy as well. So I'm from Minnesota. Like I was saying, I'm from Duluth, so way up north. Back home, actually, I first started performing in scholarship pageantry. That was the first time I was ever on stage. And a couple years after that, I got a reach out from this 8-piece band with a full horn section called Lake City Smoking Section, saying that they needed a lead singer. And I was like, you know what? Hey, let's try it. My mom's 64, still sings live music, so it's in my blood. And it went super well. So I ended up being in a few bands back home. We pretty much did everything that we were able to do there, everywhere with live music we got to play, which was awesome, built a following. And then this last September is when I moved to Lexington, signed with Adam as my manager, and then have just been building a band here with the Osborne brothers and loving it so far.
So you were doing this stuff with a big band, kind of like soul type, those
Yep.
horns and the whole bit. Wow.
Yep.
So
It was so much fun.
so you got to have a big voice to stack up with a horn section. You
Yeah,
got a big
definitely.
Aretha.
You
You got a
do.
big Aretha. You got a big Aretha Franklin voice. Is
Yep.
that what you
Yeah,
got
I
in
mean,
there? You
I,
got
I
that right
try
in there.
to. I try to as much as I can. But, we did a lot of different kind of music in that band. We did a little bit of country, not much, mostly like
Mm-hmm.
Aretha. We did some Stevie Wonder, and I kept a lot of those songs in my band here
Yeah.
as I'm moving
Yeah.
forward. So we're still doing Superstition. I Wish, still do Respect every once in a while. Valerie was another one that came out of that
Yeah.
8-piece band. It was just a lot of fun, and it's having a full horn section is just so different. It's a different kind of musicality from what you experience just having kind of a 4 or 5 piece band with all your your bass and your lead and your acoustic. So it was cool to experience that right off the bat as I was starting, rather than just starting with a smaller band and then building up from there. I was just kind of thrown into the thick of it and
You're
sing
like,
the
this
twin
is how it
girl.
always is. That's
Yep.
how it's supposed to be.
Yep.
Every band has a horn section.
I wish. I
And 12.
honestly, they all should. It adds so much. It really does.
Oh, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Hmm.
So that's what you're trying to do now? Are you writing music? You're trying to do original stuff in that vein and that kind of like soulful groove thing? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I've kind of switched over a little bit into the more of the country genre, but like I said, we still have a lot of that like old R&B soul kind of influence in our band now. But in my
It's worked for
writing,
Chris
it's
Stapleton. It's worked for Chris Stapleton.
yeah, oh yeah, and then
You know what
he's
I
one
mean?
of my
Yeah.
favorite artists of all time.
There's a
He's
lot of
got
soul
such
in
a
that.
great voice.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely writing originals. We've got one that's out right now called Dodged a Bullet. I've got a bunch more kind of just sitting in the chamber waiting to be recorded and released. But we're
Okay.
doing a lot of those live as well, which is a lot of fun, just kind of seeing how people are reacting and which ones we should move forward with, which ones kind of flopped, and then working on them from there. So
That's awesome. So you're recording just kind of single releasing as you go kind of thing. Is that what you're saying? You're not doing a full on project?
well, it's kind of a weird in between right now. So we are
Okay.
doing singles, but I do have my eye on starting to build an album. I have this really weird idea of doing an entire album in drop D, just because I absolutely love songs in drop D. I don't know
I don't mean to
why.
interrupt. Look at these crazies. Look at this. This
Oh,
is
they're
what's
so
happening.
adorable
This is
though.
what's happening right now. This is what's happening. Just
Like, who is this
not
strange voice I hear, Dad?
exactly. They've been
Are they pit bulls?
one is a pit bull. One is a cavapoo, who's the most vicious, and then one is a standard poodle. So that's what you got.
Okay.
No, I was listening though, and what you said was you want to do an entire record in drop D, which is
Yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
But this is a great episode. It's the best
I
episode
love
ever,
it.
Lexi. Thank you for being part of this with the dogs.
Of course.
Anyway, so in drop D, are you wanting to make that heavy? You want to, because you think of groove, you think of a lot of drop D is very dark, very metal. That's a lot of drop D.
Right.
What do you want to do?
So I've been playing around with a lot of like minor chord progressions in drop D lately, and I really like it. However, the guy that I write with is just fantastic at finger picking. So we have a couple songs right now that are in drop D that are just a little bit slower. more of that like old country feel, tell me a story, paint a picture in my head. That's what I like to do with my songwriting. So we've got 2 songs right now that are really, really strong. I'm looking forward to recording those and getting those released. And then we have a 3rd one that I love as well. It's called Fireball Whiskey. And actually, Adam was driving me and my mom to the airport in Cincinnati, and we had stopped at this truck stop. And in the bathroom, there was a little sign that said Fireball Whiskey, tastes like heaven, burns like hell. And I was like, oh, there it is, right there. There's the song. Gotta write it. So we did. And that one is definitely a little darker.
And now you're branded at every little convenience store and mart across the nation.
Yep, right.
That's awesome. Hey, if you'll oblige me, Lexi, we're hanging out. This is just me being dumb, but yeah. I was playing this drop D thing before you started, so if you like it, you can have it.
Ooh.
Let's see if I can remember it. I can remember the hook. It was a really cool hook. Let me see if I can find it again. It was almost Bon Jovi, like every drop D song.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Whenever you play drop D on an acoustic, it's almost Bon Jovi. But I gotta take it.
See, the one that we wrote, Fireball Whiskey, sounds almost identical to Blue on Black.
Yeah. No, that's not the one I was playing. That was.
Yep.
Let's see if I can remember. Let me find the groove.
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah, I do. And I've had this hook stuck in my head just when you did those couple little pauses. I've had this hook stuck in my head for weeks. It's like now we're barefoot, boot scooting on the bar top singing. And then it's like na 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 na. That would actually fit there quite nicely.
See, now we're co-writers all of a sudden. See,
that's what happens. Right?
That's what happens. Hey, Lexi, we're gonna jam on Friday.
Yeah.
It'll be awesome, right?
Absolutely.
We're gonna definitely do some June Carter and Johnny Cash.
Yes, it's one of my favorite songs to sing, honestly. And I hadn't started singing that one till I got down here. My mom does it, so I've heard it before and I was familiar with it. But the first time ever that we sang it, we were at Cocktails too, and some lady came up to me. I can't remember her name for the life of me right now, but she was so sweet. She looks at me, she goes, "You sound just like June." I was like, okay, well, that is the coolest compliment and the best compliment ever. So I'll take it.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun. It'll be great. We'll be there 7 to 10. I've got a couple of other guests. It's gonna be a fun little jam, and I got a fiddle player coming. So it's gonna be fun.
Yes,
and
love
we're gonna throw a Houle down. We're gonna throw like a drop D jam Bon Jovi sound and Houle down.
I like it. Just get real nitty gritty with it.
Absolutely. Hey, Lexi, where do we find your stuff?
Anywhere that streams music. So Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, everything is under Lexi and the Chillbillies right now. Anywhere that you can stream music, you can find our stuff.
This is Bruno Mars.
I love it. Oh, he's so cute. Stop, you named your dog Bruno Mars. Okay, I'm in love with that.
Well, it's a long story. I didn't name this dog, but he's mine, and I love him dearly. But that's for another podcast. Hey, Lexi, thank you. Thank you. I'm getting attacked. Send me the links and I'll make sure we get them in the video, okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you.